Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a healing meditation about Chiron conjunct or joining together with the North Node in Aries, exact on February the 11th. Sorry for the upstairs neighbor. And an energy we're already feeling since January, consistent with Pluto's transition into the early minutes of Aquarius. We are experiencing the culmination of Chiron and North Node joining in Aries on the solar eclipse exact on April 8th in Aries. So that's a mouthful. Essentially, this is homework for some of you to do in researching where the North Node and Chiron are in your chart. Chiron is synced with the astrological sign Sagittarius, which may have meaning for some of you, and is an asteroid placed in the Centaurus constellation. The story of Chiron is complex, but this is actually an opportunity to recognize your internal or personal wounding or trauma in order to realize healing energy. I am doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. And I am also giving away a free reading on around the 1st of every month. I, moreover, want to thank all of you for being here now and all the ways that you support me. So thank you for that, Cancer. Let's get started with that long preamble. The Judgment card. Judgment card is a beautiful moment that is really syncing with the energy of Pluto's entrance into early Aquarius, but also this particularly powerful global healing moment of Chiron and North Node conjoining in Aries. This is your sense of purpose, rightness, destiny, fate, having come around successively in your life, depending on your age and where you are in your journey. You've had moments of connection before. However, at this point in your life, there is an opportunity to do something over, an opportunity, a relationship, environment is coming around again in a way that you acknowledge is in alignment with the service that you create or contribute to the world. But it's also a moment of really embracing your highest transformation, doing it correct this time, answering the call, and recognizing that your part is simply a part of a plan, as are the parts of other individuals involved. So you are now in a position to bring this opportunity, this relationship into fuller alignment on your path to service to others. In the position of Chiron, we have the Two of Cups. This is you understanding yourself at the deepest level, connecting to yourself, perhaps again a renewal of that relationship with yourself, so that you feel empowered again to pursue your dreams, your potential. You're honoring that with a sense of deeper self-knowledge, understanding that this relationship with self that honors and respects who you are is reflected in all of your other relationships. And there's a deep connection here that is affording a deeper partnership, a new opportunity at renewing a partnership commitment. In the position of the North Node, the Six of Staffs. You are, through your commitment to your community, your family, your home, or a larger project, a professional experience, you are elevating the team through the diligence of your commitment to the team as a team player. You're really accepting your responsibilities as part of a larger effort, but through your ability to do your tasks well and being successful in that, you're actually elevating the team. And it is the regard of others that is of the greatest moment to you now. This is what you are motivated by, what you are warmed and deeply connected by, the sense of belonging to a group and doing your part, and yet being recognized for your part as unique, as excellent, as victorious. In the present, we have the Hanged Man. And this is in some ways a reference to this moment of pause, retreat, surrender to the various changes that you've experienced, to this precise moment in your life, a moment of connection and achievement that you need to absorb on a deeper level, and that is giving cause for you to understand that you need to cultivate a different perspective in order to appreciate the opportunities that are available to you in the moment. This is not about fixing anything. This is about accepting who you are and understanding that you are the way you are, who you are, with purpose. This is about respect and honoring this moment of a greater understanding, so that in recognition of whatever traumas, challenges, hardships you have been working to overcome, that you are able to realize healing energy precisely by looking at, recognizing the wounding. This feels to be about very intimate relationships, such as familial relationships, marriages, intimate relationships of all kinds, where you may have struggled in the past to understand, to be seen, to be heard, to fit in, and that now you are understanding, rather than others catching up with you, you're catching up with yourself, so that there is an opportunity here to release the old ideas and stories you've been telling yourself, and to enjoy this moment of elevating your perspective, seeing the big picture. In the past, the Nine of Swords is making reference to this moment in which you are actually allowing yourself to grieve. You're accepting that you've suffered, that you've had regrets, that you would have chosen differently. As you release the past, things that can't be changed, you release that you have hurt as a result of it, that you have suffered. This is not all at your hand, but in accepting the suffering, then you are able to surrender it, let it go, so that you are releasing the beliefs of others that believed that you needed to be or behave in a certain way. That is a thing of the past. You're realizing there's no need to cry, be in pain, to be hurt by things that actually you have gained from. You've learned from these experiences. It may have been painful. Painful lessons yield, we are told, the best results, but you are really allowing yourself to feel the feelings so that they can be released. This is not denying the terrible struggles, the hardships, the sabotage you've experienced. In the future, we have the Emperor, and this is exactly the opportunity for you to realize what you don't have control over, to gain sovereignty over your life by recognizing that this is what you have control over: your life, your deeds, your actions, your thoughts. And that you have manifested consistently, realized results over many years, are very experienced in how to perform on behalf of others. How you choose to enter into those relationships is within your control. And this sense of sovereignty and ownership is giving you that sense of integrity and discretion that is necessary so that you are choosing the way that you engage with others on as whole and as deserving of exchange, of fair, equitable exchange for your efforts. I'm going to pull a soul's journey and ask Cancer, if you're resonating with this reading, that you please like this. You please share this with others, that you comment below, and that you subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I only didn't take that because it was just a bunch, and I pulled instead the empathy card. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. How interesting that one's sense and awareness of the other side is increased as we take full ownership for who we are and what we do, our actions, our words. I'm also going to pull a soul's flora and fauna of Africa. And the Komodo dragon. And the plant associated with the Komodo dragon is the oak, the mighty oak. And the key word is steadfastness. It's time to make an important decision. Trust your instinct and don't waste time doubting yourself. Opportunity awaits. Most interesting. In the present, the Hanged Man is clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You're bringing something down into practical and longevity. There's something that you've been making an effort at, working, planning, shaping, crafting, an opportunity for abundance that you are stable in. It's interesting because there's a feeling here of, like the Emperor, the King of Pentacles, is that you have already gained all the skills in a particular area that you need to gain. You've kind of reached the top of your game here. And as part of sharing that with others, you are learning, planning, and in regards with how those resources, how that knowledge, how those skills are gained and shared by others. There's also almost a feeling of teaching others, perhaps mentoring others in some specific regard. And this can absolutely be in an intimate setting. This can be with a one-on-one mentoring or a relationship improvement that you're undertaking as part of a program or a therapy even. The Nine of Swords in the past is clarified by the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I see a lot of indecision in the past about a way to, I want to say, almost get even with those that have caused a lot of suffering. And this again takes me into a sense of family or intimacy, where you've had to set up some really clear and strong boundaries around yourself so that you allowed yourself a place to act from your strengths, from what you knew you were good at, from an area of your expertise. So this can relate to your relationships that we develop in our working lives that become very intimate, as well as to familial relationships that have existed over a long period of time. And because of the back and forth, almost squabbles, almost domestic fights, I feel like a lot of effort has been put into just standing your ground, speaking your piece, not allowing those petty challenges to deplete you any more than necessary. Although it shows you have suffered greatly in situations like that. However, you have gained finally the ability to just speak your mind, and it hasn't precluded you from staying engaged in whatever efforts are afoot. You've stayed open and you've stayed a participant in something that is important to the entire team, to an effort that coheres to a group benefit or effort. The Emperor is clarified by the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. Love it. For some reason, Cancer, the energy always comes back to your incredible empathy and compassion. You have learned to take this natural skill and sensitivity that you have and utilize it for yourself. By letting this quality flow through you, you've tapped into your best self-healing. And it's interesting that this has occupied so much of your time in the past, just dealing with the insecurities, the self-doubt, perhaps even the selfishness or insensitivity of others in an environment that has caused you a lot of stress. But there is this stronger sense of self-knowledge that is coming through, and that has always assisted you in the past, but is reasserting itself in a way that allows you to recognize that your experience, your self-knowledge goes far beyond the difficulties you've endured among a group of associates, family members, or teammates. That your knowledge, your experience in overcoming challenges that have helped you to know yourself better, you have gone far beyond the abilities of individual members that have contributed to the stress you experience, so that your ability to support others, to reflect deeply, to help them reflect deeply on their condition or situation, your ability to counsel, advise, or just listen has actually helped others to turn to the ability to reflect on their own circumstances better. I'm going to clarify through the language of flowers and hope that you've gotten some support on your healing journey at this amazing time in our global or social history. And I have pulled the Camellia. And the key word is peace. Be calm, and calm will come. And I do feel a sense of peace residing within you increasingly and flowing outward towards those things that have caused you much consternation and anxiety in the past. Thank you, Cancer. Until next time, namaste.